Hello, hello everyone. How are you today? I hope you are doing well. Oh, goodness gracious. It's Monday, everybody. Yay! I have missed streaming with you this weekend, but I will tell you, got a lot accomplished. Got a lot accomplished, getting closer and closer to getting my studio ready and moving all my stuff in there. So that will be exciting when that happens. So you know what we got to do? Let's go over and check and make sure everything is doing okay. Let's make this emote off on Twitch in case anybody does decide to go over there and say hello. That's looking good. The audio sounds good. I heard it earlier. So I can take my headphones off. Yay. Oh, that's wonderful that I don't have to wear my headphones. I'm over here. I got to figure out a poll. Every day I forget let's see. Oh, wait, what's the date today? Today is the 12th. Let's not look on the wrong days. Okay. Here's our poll for today. I like I like this type of French fry best. We have julienne or um, like matchstick, wedge, crinkle cut, or just like you know, a regular wide fry, just like regular cut. Okay, so I like this type of French fry best. And that is our poll today. Yay! So we got that done. So I remember to do that. Let me like myself because, as I've always said, it is so important to like yourself. You must like yourself first before anybody can really like you. And now let me go ahead and post this over on I am live. Put my Twitch here. We'll post this here. And then we'll go over to Threads. And let's get that there. And we'll post that on Threads. And that is there. So I believe we have everything. And let's go over to the comments now and we'll say hello. I did forget to send this to my fam, so I'll do this. We have Snorterpoopus Cuber. Hello, humans and other critters. Hello, Snorterpoopus. I hope you're doing well. Oh, I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better, Snorterpoopus. Why do I have a timer on? Let's turn off this timer so it doesn't go off. Okay. So I hope you feel better. And we have Sci-Fi Mombi. Good morning. Yes, happy Monday, everybody. And Curtis Selby, you'll be working and lurking. Yes, Monday morning. Oh, I'm so thirsty this morning. We have Sari Boston Stream Alex, and we have Penny. Hello, Penny. How are you doing today? I hope your Monday is finding you well. And Agent Atwood, what's up? I just started lunch. I got 30 minutes today. Well, welcome, Atwood. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm stuck between regular fries. Oh, waffle fries. Well, I didn't put waffle fries, so yep. And there's curly fries. See, there's not enough choices. Curly fries. I know there's just too many choices. Um, and Penny, enjoy your grandson. I am going to take a moment, and I want to send this to my fam so that if they want to come over, they can. They get they get preferential treatment. I send them a actual text. Uh, so let's try to open this here. We don't need that one. Doo, doo, doo. Uh, I was okay. Here we do. We got that pasted. Okie doke. So here we go. And yes, oh no, Galactic Cafe today. You have to have a tooth pulled. Oh, I'm sorry. And knock, 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 Penny. Knock, 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 Penny. Knock, 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 Penny. Hi, Penny. Atwood, you're silly. Okay, tomorrow at 1 p.m., I'm going to be building a moose on the loose. So we will have that to build tomorrow. Oh, live chat is not loading for you on your laptop. I'll see if I can get it to work. Well, I hope you can, Sashi. That really kind of stinks. But welcome, welcome. Um, so happy to see you. Your evening, my morning. So yes, we're going to be doing a moose tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. That is all of the promos that I have today. So we are going to, let's see, how can I do this? Going to go play our game. You know what game that is. You know what game that is. But first, let's see how our poll's doing. I always like looking at the initial poll. We have 5 votes. We have, let's see, crinkle cut. Well, regular cuts and, well, it's been moving back and forth. Regular cuts. Wait now. Crinkle, crinkle. It keeps, someone is guessing, trying to figure it out. They're going back and forth. When they finish going back and forth, oh no, we got 2 more votes. Now we got 8 votes. Ooh, it's going back and forth between regular cut and crinkle cut. Right now it's regular cut, and then crinkle cut, then wedge, and then the really thin julienne fries. And Snorterpoopus is back. Hello, Snorterpoopus. Well, if you don't feel good, you lay down. Um, but I hope you do. I hope you feel well enough to be able to hang out in the chat. So there we go. And we have hellos to the world from Snorterpoopus. So let's go ahead and let's get this all set up here. Let's remove that because I'll forget. And here we go. Oh, it's not that. I need to make it bigger. I made this smaller because I was trying to look at something. I think we did it about, I think that's what size we made it because I think this one is too big. I think that one will be too big. But let's see. Yep, that's too big. You can't see all the keyboard. Let's make this screen just one tick smaller. There we go. And this is our puzzle for today. So let's get back to the comments. And let's see, what word do we want to use? Audio or Audi? Let's use Audi. Oops. Audi. We have an O somewhere and then an E at the end. Hmm. Crone. And we have Bucky's Crafting. Hello to you. And we will say crone. We have an ONE at the end. Just finished my dishes, taking a break while I make my breakfast. I'm going to try to get laundry done. Yes. I woke up at 9:15. I'm trying to get I tried to get a package wrapped up, and then I went to do the show. So this is what we have so far. We have ONE. Let's see what some of our celebrations are today. The reason we're doing the poll today and the reason I put julienne fries in is because it's a National Julienne Fries Day. Everyone, each year, everyone fries up skinny sliced potatoes for a delicious and crunchy treat. We love food holidays and all kinds, and we also love National Julienne Fries Day. That's from National Day Calendar. And they say cut into thin, uniform matchsticks. Julienne fries tend to be crispier, and are often called shoestring fries. It's no surprise this delicate and precise cut is a French favorite. Just look to the 1722 edition of Francois Masselot's La Cuisinière Royale et Bourgeois for the oldest known written reference to julienne cut fries. Okay, everybody, yes, I butchered that French. I apologize. I never said I could speak French well, even though I took French in college. Although no one knows the origin of the julienne cut, Inez Dallas in the book Kettner's Book of the Table, written in 1877, analyzes the sources of the julienne cut. One recipe interests him called julienne soup. This recipe calls cooks to cut all the vegetables, such as turnips, carrots, potatoes, into thin, long strips or straws. Another recipe may share a clue. A wood sorrel soup recipe required two cuts to be made on each leaf, not a one or three, but two. By doing so, would create a trifle or a trinity, which would be significant to some Christian or superstitious cooks. Okay, I don't know what that has to do with Julian, but okay. So I have no idea. Apparently, I don't even know what that has to do with it. It says the name, this name, the wood sorrel, was also found in Italy and Spain. The word would often become corrupted or manipulated. For example, the scientific name for wood sorrel is Conserva la Jose. Dallas carries this point to Italy, where the name became Juliana. Okay. So anyway, National Julienne Fries Day, Shoestring Potato Day, Matchstick Potato Day, whatever you want to call it. That's why we're doing the poll today. So do we have a word here? We have let's see. And we have Brogu. Hello, hello. How are you today, Brogu? Could alone. That's a good word, Bucky. That uses that other. I do think the L is in the fourth spot. Nope. Oh wow. So clone it can't be. Can't be drone. Shown? Yeah, Penny, I thought clone, but once we lost that L, and Atwood asked how Snortopoopas was, and he says, I'm a weary old bear today. How are you? Better than Dadman. Oh, my French. It was horrible. I know I butchered it. Okay, Atwood, thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. Thank you for sharing your lunch with us. I hope you ate a good lunch. so you have energy for today. So, shown, I'm thinking it might be shown. So let's try this word, shown. It was shown. Okie dokie. Okay, managed to get the chat working on my laptop, but messages weren't going through. Looks like I might not be around today. I'll just leave it. Oh, you're leaving your food recommendation earlier. It's a local salad called Passember. Passember. Okay, let's look this up. Pasem. Passember is a Malaysian salad consisting of shredded cucumber, potatoes, bean curd, turnip, bean sprout, prawn fritters, spicy fried crab, fried squid, and other seafoods, and dressed with a sweet and spicy nut sauce. Ooh, okay. Let's see how can we do this. Let's look at images here. Oh, that one looks absolutely lovely. Let's do this. There we are. And this, I believe, it looks like a lovely rendition. Whoops, uh-oh. Can't make it really big then. This is it for you guys. That looks delicious. And this is one where it looks like they've kind of separated everything. There's, those just look absolutely delicious. Oh my goodness. So Passemer, I'm going to put this, I am going to put his comment up here so you can see there's the name of it. And his thing. So if you want to type that, you can. But does that not look delicious? I am working on getting my Discord, and I'm going to start. If you want to get a Discord, then I'm going can invite you guys pretty soon. Um, and I have a um, tab that just has the recipes that Sashi shares with us, so that you can go back there and check them out. So I put them over on my um, what's it called? In my recipe book, but then I also am putting them over there so that you guys can check them out there also. So here we go. How to make possum at home. So let's see what the recipe is. This says you need minced shallot, flour, shrimp, mint, salt, turmeric powder, and water. And then, oh, each one they have a bunch of ingredients. Oh, wow, oh, how cool is that? How cool is that? Well, we're gonna cut I'm gonna put this in my recipe book here real quick. So it's going into the recipe book, and we're going to go add import recipe from website. Then we're going to do this, and then we're going to save it. And then, oh, let's not close that. We'll close everything out. That would be bad. And then I'm going to, let me go to my Discord. I'm going to go to my food, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to post it here. So we have everything posted and ready to go. Oh, my, with gorgeous pictures too. Okay, got that all done. So now we can go back to our puzzle, and we have Penny diligently playing. And oh, CB, hello. Hello. I hope you are doing well. Crash, crash. And it was crash. Yes. Um, I hope you are doing well this morning, Subi. And then this one has a T in the middle, an R, an E, and an A in various places. The R cannot be in the second spot, the E is not at the end, and the A cannot be in the first spot. It could be tater. I believe it's water. Water. And it was water. And we have an LOH. An O cannot be in the first and third, an L cannot be in the second, and the H cannot be at the second or the fifth. We have 10 people watching. Let's see, what celebrations are we going to talk about today? Let's see, we already did that one. So let's look over here. What is that day? Okay, this is an interesting day in the United Kingdom. It's called the Glorious 12th. Glorious 12th is a holiday that is celebrated every year on August 12th. This day marks the beginning of the shooting season for red grouse, and it is considered to be one of the busiest days in the shooting season. On this day, there is usually a large amount of game hunted and shot. The red grouse bird is usually farmed for shooting, which results in their unnaturally high population. They are also susceptible to disease outbreaks, which causes a fluctuation in their number yearly. Whenever the 12th of August falls on Sunday, the holiday is postponed to August 13th because the English law forbids game bird shooting on Sundays. Different animals have different starts of their open seasons. Most open seasons begin on September 1st. The woodcock and pheasant have their open season starting on October 1st. I mean, most open seasons begin on September 1st, but the woodcock and pheasant have their open season on October 1st. It is dubbed by some in the United Kingdom as being the New Year's Day of hunting. Okay, very interesting. It actually started in 1831. So it's been around a while. And it says the Glorious 12th is enjoyed by shooters as a fun and challenging sport. It is not quite as fun for the red grouse. Shooting grouse as an activity has been met with a lot of controversy from animal rights activists. Some people consider it to be an unnecessary and antiquated pastime. It is believed that the activity is damaging to the grouse as a species and their surrounding environment. So both sides of the coin there. Um, but it is a day. Glorious 12. I'm not too sure how I think about that day. I'm not against hunting, but it's just kind of, I don't know. It's like the big game hunters who they have reserves and they trap the animals in this close in area, and it's like, okay, hunt them. It's just not fair. And I kind of feel that way about it. It should be fair. And we have the word holly, holly jolly, holly, Holly. And it was holly. And then we have an SL, an R, a U, and a P. Well, that one, I know what it is. But we're going to do our next celebration. It is World Elephant Day. They're intelligent, they're family oriented, they have great memories. They are capable of feeling a wide range of deep emotions, from intense grief to joy bordering on elation, as well as empathy and stunning self awareness. They create complex, supportive societies much like our own. Taking, the, taking into consideration all that and much, much more, what's not to love about elephants? Still, countless elephants are brutally killed every year for their ivory by greedy poachers who then leave their carcasses to rot in the sun. As Graydon Carter, editor of Vanity Fair, put it, we admire elephants because they demonstrate what we consider the finest human traits, but the way we treat them puts on display the very worst of human behavior. World Elephant Day is the perfect time to find out more about these amazing animals and what we can do to preserve and protect them so they do not go the way of the mammoth. World Elephant Day, August 12th, and that was from daysoftheyear.com. Slurp, 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 which some people find really annoying. But if you buy a Slurpee, you have to slurp it. It's just the way it is. We have a U in the second, an E in the fourth, and there's a T and an I. The T has to be in the fourth spot, because if you look here, you can't put the T here because it's yellow. You can't put the T here. So the T is going to go right there. The I can be in either one of those. We're going to have an I here or an I here. I was going to do sweet, SUITE. Oh, the U, yeah, SUITE, but there's no S. Is there another word that is like that? Oh, I'm an idiot. I'll let you guys figure out the word. There has to be an I and a T in it. There has to be an I and a T. The T is in the fourth spot, and I believe the I is in the third, because I don't know of any words that start with IU. National Day calendar has National Vinyl Record Day. There's been a resurgence of vinyl records. They have a different sound to them than CDs. And it says, get spinning on August 12th with National Vinyl Record Day. Whether it's the Beatles, Elvis Presley, the Monkees, Johnny Cash, or the Bee Gees, vinyl records have a sound all their own. Most will agree vintage vinyl is as classic as the bands themselves. The day encourages listening to all kinds of music on vinyl records. Spin a disc on a jukebox or show off your style by demonstrating your hip hop moves. When vinyl records first came onto the market, they had other names. Some of them were a gramophone record or a phonograph record. They were also called records for short. The analog sound storage medium consists of a flat disc. The sound is recorded by inscribing it on a modulated spiral groove. Depending on the speed at which the sound was recorded, the vinyl record will need to be played at a corresponding speed on your record player. This is referred to as the rotational speed. The revolutions per minute, or RPMs, of the most popular vinyls are 45, 33 and a third, and 78. Other features of vinyl records included reproductive accuracy or fidelity. You had high fidelity or hi-fi, orthophonic, and full range. Their time capacity, long playing or single, and the number of channels of audio provided, mono, stereo, or quadraphonic. Vinyl records were also sold in different sizes, as is 12-inch, 10-inch, and 7-inch. By 1991, vinyl records left the mainstream. However, manufacturers continued to produce them. Collectors and audiophiles increasingly desire the unique sound that only vinyl can produce. Since 2006, vinyl record sales continue to increase, according to Pitchfork.com. Even more dramatic sales started hitting the markets beginning in 2012. I think that nostalgic group, and there is a different sound with vinyl records. So National Vinyl Record Day. Pull out your phonograph, your record player, and play yourself some vinyl. Quite, 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 quite. Yes, Subi, it is quite. And then we have a CL and then an ETA. National Today says it's IBM PC Day. This is in the United States. On August 12th, 1981, IBM released its first personal computer, or PC. It was model 5150, earning the occasion a place of honor, um, earning earning the occasion a place of honor on the worldwide calendar as a special celebration. IBM PC Day. Without a doubt, this IBM PC transformed the business world. It was the first microcomputer in the model line and formed the basis for IBM PC's existing standards. It was created in Boca Raton, Florida, by a team of designers and engineers led by Don Estridge. We are honored to live in this age that benefited greatly from this technological breakthrough. So IBM PC Day. Very cool. From nationaltoday.com. Excuse me. Oh, goodness gracious. Sorry, I got a little catch in my throat there. Oh, I'm so sorry. Mm. And we have the word cleat from Bucky's Crafting and Subi. Yes, it is cleat. CLEAT, cleat. And then this one is already there, so I'm just going to type it in. No, it's not shite. It's Shire. What is my fingers doing? Shire. And then we have a U in the second spot, an N and a Y. Now remember, we can duplicate letters. From daysoftheyear.com, we have Baseball Fans Day. While a great deal of what happens in the game of baseball is about the players, on this particular day, the focus is on the fans. Whether the parents or grandparents who are rooting for the kids in Little League or the dedicated fans of the professional MLB teams. This is a time to shine the spotlight on those who show up and cheer the team on. It's time to get excited about National Baseball Fans Day. And I don't think we should just say Major League Baseball, professional baseball around the world. Baseball Fans Days was started in recent years with the purpose of showing some appreciation back to the fans. It may have roots in some of the promotional activities and days that many baseball stadiums have conjured up to get fans to attend the games. From events like Fan Fest to Fan Appreciation Day, from Baseball Cap Giveaway Day to Family Fun Day. Many baseball teams offer all sorts of opportunities throughout the season for new and experienced fans to make the most of their experience. So, Baseball Fans Day. We appreciate you all. And we have Tina the Naughty Dragon. Hello, hello. How are you today? So Bucky says funny or bunny. You're right. Could be either one of those. So I think I'm going to try funny first because I agree with you. But watch it be bunny, and I think that would be funny. That would be funny if it was bunny. It was not funny, so it's very funny. I bet you it's funny. It was bunny. Gunny like RL Ermy. Well, thank goodness it was bunny. And Tina says, my local baseball team, the Winnipeg Gold Eyes, usually put on a great product and do things to keep the fans entertained. Yes, our local baseball, we have a minor league baseball team, and they did some they had some really neat giveaways, and things to get the fans in. Um, but yeah, they really do a lot. We got some bobbleheads from a player. We got some little stuffed thing, like a little stuffed animal. Of course, some of them were for the kids, so we had to bring our kids to get the stuff for some of it. But yeah, they had some baseball bats. Um, I believe it's witty because it has to be witty because the I is there. Then we have a CRA, and that's all we have. And they're at the beginning of the word. It is International Youth Day. International Youth Day focuses on the difficulties that some young people are experiencing throughout the world. Half the children between the age of 6 and 13 lack basic reading and math skills, and childhood poverty is still a prevalent problem globally. International Youth Day was created by the UN to help draw awareness to these issues as we strive to find solutions. It's a day for reflection, but also a day for taking action. So get involved. There'll be many concerts, workshops, and cultural events taking place. So have a look at what is happening in your local area. It's an initiative that honors the traits of young people and that acknowledge the challenges that today's fledgling youth face. To support the elimination of these issues, it is important that the youth are able to reach the right resources for education, well-being, medicine, and more. International Youth Day began in 2000 and was organized by the UN to recognize the input that young people make in education, community development, environmental groups, volunteering for social projects. International Youth Day, um, that's all. So, International Youth Day from nationaltoday.com. Crack. We have crack. I believe that's what it is. Crack. Crack in the sidewalk. Then we have two I's, an I in the second and the fourth, and then an R. And that's all we have. And we have a D, a G, a J, a Z, X, a V, or M are the other letters that can be learned. And Tina says, is there a day for old farts like me? Hey, kids, get off my lawn day. Probably. We'll make one. We'll make it. What day do you want it to be? We can do it. We'll make a celebration just for our channel for Tina called Hey Kids, Get Off My Lawn Day. Oh, I have no idea what this word is. And two I's in it. And an R. Hmm. Oh, the R can is not at the end. So it can be in the first or third. Hmm. Well, let's just look at a celebration here. Let's see. We have a National Gooey Butter Cake Day. Ooh. This delightful dessert, hailing from the Midwestern states, gooey butter cake is a flat, dense cake that is, well, it's buttery and gooey, just like the name suggests. Typically served as a coffee cake, this beloved dessert that may have started by accident has made its way into the hearts, kitchens, and tummies of so many delighted people all over the world. National Gooey Butter Cake Day is here to show some love and appreciation for this tasty dessert. Well, let me find a picture of that. Gooey butter cake. Ooh, they also have gooey butter cookies. So let's look at the images here. And oh my, I think that one looks pretty good. So here is a picture of some gooey butter cake. It's got a crispy and then all that yummy gooey right there. That looks really good. Let me find another picture. Let's see. Here's another one, guys. Well, I'll let you look at that while I do what I do and find the recipe. Let's go back here. I wonder if all of them are like that. I'm going to look at the recipes because sometimes they make them easy and they call for um, let's look at this recipe here. Yep, it does. Okay. Okay, so we're going to take this recipe and we're going to cut it. We're going to put it in my recipe thing. And yes, import recipe from website. Yes, yes. We're going to save this and there we go. Mmm, that looks really good. Okay, so we've got that recipe saved. You guys have been looking at that yummy food. Isn't it yummy? Isn't it so? Oh, it's making me hungry. You know, and I haven't eaten anything today, and my stomach is growling, and I am sitting here, coveting this food, man. Coveting this food. Okay, we gotta get back to our puzzle. Let's see if we can figure out what this word is. Has anybody rigid? Oh crap! Didn't mean to do that. Let's put the puzzle back on. It's not birthday time yet, everybody. Oh no, I accidentally deleted it. Oh well, let's find the puzzle again here. Let's see. Let's go over here. Let's go back to here. And let's do this. And then we're going to close this. Come on, puzzle. Don't be a butt. Being a little booger butt today. And we're going to do this. And then we're going to continue. There we go. And let's go back. At least I didn't close StreamYards. So we have a rigid. Wow, what a good word. Rigid. Thanks, Bucky. RIGID. Rigid. Oh, let me put the puzzle back on. Wow, I've really totally done a bunch of boomer stuff today, everybody. Actually, it's not too boomery, really. There we go, rigid. Why is it doing that? There we go, rigid. Yeah, thinking about running to the store so I can get the stuff to make gooey butter cake. Bucky, are you on? If you're not on Discord, get on Discord so I can. I'm going to start inviting people to my Discord. Um, so when I so if you have a Discord, go ahead and let me know. So we have a liked, 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 and then we have a UNT with an A. Ooh, ooh. Dad made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Yum. Sorry, I had to take a bite. My stomach was like growling something fierce. You're on Discord. Okay, I'll go look for you then after the show. And sci-fi, I'll do you also. I'm just going to slowly start putting people on. I'm not sure about how to do all the security stuff yet. So I basically have it like, I believe it's like invite only. Oh, and Tina. Hey, Bucky, is it Bucky Icorn? Dadman told me to do that because I know it's not. Okay, so I'll go because yeah, I'm trying to get it going, but I'm not sure how to do the security stuff on it. So I'm doing it very slowly. So okay. So we have an A and then we have a U, N, and a T. Oh, I think I know what this word is. Today is also Milkman Day, everybody. Milkman Day is celebrated every year in the United States as a joyful occasion honoring milk delivery and the hardworking individuals who make it happen. The milkman is a traditional term for a person whose employment includes the delivery of milk. Typically, milk is delivered in bottles or cartons. People can get their dairy needs delivered directly to their door. This makes it easier for people to acquire the nutrients they require from milk regularly. A milkman is sometimes known as a milkwoman or a milk delivery person. Okay, Milkman Day. Milkman Day is celebrated in celebration dedicated to thanking those who make it easier for us to obtain milk. Of course, a milkman is a person who is in charge of delivering milk to people's homes, or either in bottles or cartons. Other products supplied by milkmen include cheese, butter, cream, eggs, meat, and vegetables. Milk spoils quickly in various places due to a lack of good refrigeration facilities. So people choose to have milk delivered to their homes regularly to reduce waste. Milkmen used to deliver churns to people's houses every day to fill their jugs before we began utilizing milk bottles. Milk delivery doors were installed in some homes and apartments. These were like wooden boxes or cupboards constructed against the outer wall of the house. It had doors on both sides, which normally had latches but not locks. Milkmen were able to place milk and goods in the box as a result of this. Residents could then safely recover their goods in their homes. Technology has enhanced the ability to keep milk for extended periods of time over time. Nowadays, more people are using refrigerator and cooling appliances in their homes. This means that milk doesn't have to be delivered every day like it was done in the past. So, milkmen appeared around 1860 in Britain when railways first started to allow fresh milk to arrive in cities from the countryside. By 1975, 94% of milk was packaged and delivered in glass bottles. So, very interesting. Now, our delivery is we order our stuff from the grocery store and they deliver it. So, today is Milkman Day, and that was from nationaltoday.com. So, let's see what we have. I believe I will tell him that you don't like him, Bucky, and that he needs to learn how to read. I'm writing everybody that said they're on. Um, Okay. Yes, I will get it. Junta. I think it's junta too. Or ju. The only word I can think of. And then we have twist. Then we have a J, U, and then a P. And we have a Z, X, V, and an M. And there's a Y at the end. Um, let's see what other days we have here. Uh, We're getting to the end of our days. We have a Mother's Day in Thailand. Mother's Day in Thailand is celebrated each year on August 12th. On Mother's Day, people celebrate the special bond between a mother and her children. However, in Thailand, Mother's Day also commemorates Her Majesty Queen Sirikit's birthday. Dok Mali or jasmines are the traditional gift for Thailand Mother's Day. Jasmine is associated with purity and gentleness in Thai culture. Children get garlands and bouquets of jasmine flowers for their mothers. Other than that, it's also common to see children and mothers going out for lunch, participating in Mother's Day events, and spending time with each other. This is a national holiday in Thailand. If you want to make Mother's Day extra special and buy a gift, then you go buy one. So, Mother's Day in Thailand. So everybody, we have no more, no more. My sister made some, and Tina says, and if you believe the jokes, the milkman delivers more than just milk to lonely housewives. Um, yes, there was a on Father's Day there was a meme, and it's like um the girl was asking Mom, when can I see my dad? And she goes, well, he comes here once a week or something. You can see him once a week. But in reference to the milkman, he delivers the milk on Thursday or something like that. But my sister made so many milkman jokes when she was pregnant. Her husband was the manager of the dairy department where he worked. Absolutely funny. That's like when I homeschooled and I joked that I slept with the kids' principal because I always used to say I was a teacher, he was the principal. So my kids get good grades because I sleep with the principal. Was my husband, everybody. And we have a biome, and then we have hefty, 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 hefty. That's a commercial for garbage bags here. Then we have a PA, a D. I think it's a double D. What do you guys think? Patty and taunt and PRI, either ON or NO. That's the ON. Prion. What is prion? I'm going to look up prion. A prion is any of several types of protein particle lacking nucleic acid, believed to be the cause of certain slow developing infectious diseases such as scabby in sheep and Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease and Kuru, Kuru in humans. Very interesting. Prion disease is a group of rare terminal neurodegenerative diseases caused by abnormal proteins in the brain. So prion, it is a protein particle lacking nucleic acid. Wow, very interesting. Yes, it was science. Yes, Dadman was hot for teacher. You're right, Tina. So we have a little bit of science today. Sometimes we have math. So prion, and then we have count, And then we have Guild. Excuse me, everybody. Then we have Tried. And Playing Down Under. Hi, y'all. Yay. Crinkle Cut for the win. Crinkle Cut are my favorite. Let's check that poll there since you've said something. How are you doing today, Playing Down Under? I hope today is finding you well. So, yes, 14 votes. We have Crinkle Cut in the lead, Regular in second, Wedge in third, and Julianne or Shoestring is in fourth place. So, yay, Crinkle Cut's in the lead right now. And we have Macro. Whoops, gotta make sure I put this in the right spot. Macro, Macro. Tina loves making potato wedges. I like my French fries crispy, and I don't like too much potatoey. I like a little bit of the potato inside. I think that's why I like the crinkle cuts because they can get really crispy, and it has just a little bit of the kind of soft crunch, soft potato inside. Potato wedges to me have too much potato and not enough crunch. I like potato wedges if I'm making like for a breakfast. Potato wedges are good because then I take the potato wedge and I make my sunny side up egg and I dip it into the yolk. And Playing Down Under says, hot for teacher Van Halen, baby. And I'm glad you're okay, Playing Down Under. I'm doing good also. Thank you. And we have some hellos. So we have this word, which is already spelled out for us, loose, Loose. And then we have stump, Stump. And then we have woken. We all have a woken. Melee, Fortnite, baby, melee. And shirk. And surly, grumpy. And we have skirt. And we have completed our puzzle, everybody. It is at 10:57 in my neck of the woods. We've been on stream for 57 minutes. We have completed this puzzle in 43 minutes in game time. We have 15 people watching according to StreamYards. So we will check that out. But we have completed it. So let's read these words out. Let me get a breath here. Shown, crash, water, holly, slurp, quite, cleat, shire, bunny, witty, crack, rigid, light, unta, twist, jumpy, biome, hefty, patty, taunt, preon, count, gill, tried. I almost got it. I got 3 lines in one breath. Macro, loose, stump, woken, melee, shirk, surly, and a skirt. That was our puzzle for today. Awesome possum. So we can close this. Make sure I close the correct one. There we go. And I'm so glad you're all here today. I forgot to take out my celebrations today in my notebook. So let me grab them here real quick. It is the 12th of August. Let's close this up. And let me turn the light on this way so I can see a little bit brighter because I am old. Playing Down Under says, and Sashi says, hello, hello everyone again. Hello. And Playing Down Under says, I suck at these word games. My wife excels in these. I love doing these puzzles. And we have hellos and good days. And a paw waving back at Sashi. So now it is time for our. Oops! Oh, you know what I did? I forgot to put it on the screen. Let me get it back the way it's supposed to be. It's time for our birthday celebrations. Celebrate good time. Come on. It's a celebration. There we go. Happy birthdays, everybody. Let's check out our poll real quick, just because we can. We still have 14 votes. The results are the same: Crinkle, Regular, Wedge, and then Julianne. Excuse me. We have 11 people watching. How many likes do we have? Let's go check out the likes. I have to reload the page. We have 10 likes. Thank you all very much for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's now celebrate our birthdays. Let's see what we have here. August 12th. Whose birthdays are today? So you guys know, I have a piece of hair in my mouth. Sorry. My fan's blowing and I don't have my hair pulled back, so it blows in my face. Um, I get my source from onthisday.com, and they start hey Lisa, thank you for drive buying. Hello. Don't forget to vote in the poll real quick and drop a like. Hope you're doing good. Okay, Sashi says I'm having issues with YouTube on my laptop, so I might leave unexpectedly. I understand. I understand. So the way I do these, the way the site does it versus they start at the oldest and then they go to the most recent. So that's kind of how I do them on here. So at the very beginning of the birthdays, everybody's going to be dead because their birthdays are in the 1700s, 1800s, early 1900s. So don't freak out. Eventually, they'll start being alive, and it'll all be good. We have for our first birthday today. Wait, first off, there's Lisa, and we have some mushrooms being thrown to Lisa by Snortopoopas, and a bunch of hellos to Lisa. And Sashi says, "Hi, Bucky. Haven't seen you in a bit." Bucky's been doing a lot of lurking. So let's see who is our first birthday celebrant. Jonas Hanway. He passed away in 1786, so he's 74 years old today. He is a British philanthropist and traveler. He was the first male Londoner to carry an umbrella and was a noted opponent of tea drinking. In 1743, after he had been in business for himself for some time in London, he became a partner with Mr. Dingley, a merchant in St. Petersburg, and in this way was led for his travels in Russia and Persia. He left St. Petersburg in September of 1743, and he passed south by was passing south by Moscow, Saracen, and Astrakhan. He embarked on the Caspian Sea in November and arrived at Astraban in December. Here his goods were seized by Muhammad Hassan Beg, and it was only after great privations that he reached the camp of Nadir Shah, under whose protection he recovered about 85% of his property. His return journey was embarrassed by sickness, attack from pirates, and 6 weeks of quarantine. He only arrived at St. Petersburg on January of 1745. It took him 2 years to get to Russia. He again left the Russian capital in 1750, traveled to Germany and the Netherlands to England. The rest of his life was mostly spent in London, where the narratives of his travels, which were published in 1753, soon made him a man of note, and where he devoted himself to philanthropy and good citizenship. Hanway was the first male Londoner. This is why I put his birthday in here. He was the first male Londoner, it is said, to carry an umbrella. Following that, women had been using umbrellas since 1705, but not men. And he lives to triumph over all the hackney coachmen who tried to hoot and hustle him down. So he would carry an umbrella, and all the coachmen who thought he was a woman and was catcalling him, basically, he balked them. He attacked veil giving or tipping. He did not think it was right, with some excess, and he hated tea drinking. His last efforts were on behalf of child chimney sweeps. He also advocated solitary confinement of prisoners. So Jonas Hathaway, 74 years old when he passed away. Yes, they have some really fun birthdays in here. I'm just really loving this site. And then we have a Roland Hill, 88 years old, was a popular English preacher. He was the founder and resident pastor of a holy independent chapel in London. Many benevolent institutions were established at the chapel and in the nearby districts, including early Sunday schools. Enrollment in the latter steadily increased under Hill's successors, reaching over 3,000 children by the 1860s. He was also one of the founders and chairman of the Religious Tract Society and an active promoter of the interests of the British and foreign Bible study and the London Missionary Society. He was on close terms with Edward Jenner, the pioneer of smallpox vaccination, and promoted his own plans to inoculate the congregations he visited or preached to. He's a very proponent of that vaccination. He published a tract on that subject in 1806 at the time when many medical men refused to sanction the vaccinations. So Roland Hill passed away at 88 years old. And playing down and says, wow, I think the world has switched. Yes. Our next person is Robert South. He passed away at 68 years old, an English poet of the Romantic School and poet laureate from 1813 until his death, so for 30 years. Like the other Lake poets, William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Souther began as a radical, but became steadily more conservative as he gained respect for Britain and its institutions. Other romantics, such as Byron, accused him of siding with the establishment for money and status. He is remembered especially for the poem After Blenheim, and this is why I put him in here. He did the original version of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So that's why he is on this birthday list. Going to be lurking for a bit, says Bucky. I've got to get laundry put away. I might have skipped it all weekend. Oops. Oops. So Robert Southey, 68 years old, the original author of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Robert Mills, 73 years old, an American engineer and architect. He is known for designing both the first Washington Monument, located in Baltimore, Maryland, as well as the better known monument to the first president in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. His Washington Monument in Washington, D.C. was not completed until 1885, 30 years after his death. He is sometimes said to be the first native born American to be professionally trained as an architect. But Charles Bulfinch of Boston, whose birthday we just celebrated on the 8th of August, by the way, is perhaps has a clearer claim to this honor. So Robert Mills, 73 years old when he passed away, and the builder of the Washington Monument. We have Sir Alfred Gilbert, passed away at 80 years old, an English sculptor. He was born in London and studied sculpture under Joseph Boehm, Matthew Nobel, Edouard Lanterie, and Pierre Jules Cavalier. His first work of importance was The Kiss of Victory, followed by the trilogy of Perseus arming Icarus and Comedy and Tragedy. The trilogy of Perseus arming, then Icarus, and Comedy and Tragedy. His most creative years were from the late 1880s to the mid 1890s, when he produced several celebrated works such as the Memorial for the Golden Jubilee of Queen Victoria and the Shaftesbury Memorial Fountain Heiress on Piccadilly Circus, which I went and saw that, as well as sculpture Gilbert explored other techniques such as goldsmithing and damascening, which is a really cool technique in metalwork. He painted watercolors and drew book illustrations. Albert Gilbert, 80 years old. And then we have Catherine Lee Bates, 69 years old, was an American author and poet, chiefly remembered for her anthem, America the Beautiful, but also for her many books and articles on social reform, on which she was a noted speaker. Bates enjoyed close links with Wellesley College, Massachusetts, where she had graduated with a Bachelor of Arts, and she later became a professional of English literature, helping to launch American literature as an academic specialty and writing one of the first ever college textbooks on it. She never married, possibly because if she did, she would have lost tenure. And we have RN Feliciano, King of Dolphin TV. Hello, Raymond. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. Our next person is Cecil B. DeMille, passed away at 77 years old. He was an American filmmaker and actor. Between 1914 and 1958, he made 70 features, both silent and sound films. He is acknowledged as a founding father of American cinema and the most commercially successful producer director in film history. His films were distinguished by their epic scale and by his cinematic showmanship. His silent films included social dramas, comedies, western farces, morality plays, and historical pageants. He was an active Freemason and a member of Prince of Orange Lodge 16 in New York City. DeMille's first film, The Squaw Man, in 1914, was also the first full length feature film shot in Hollywood. Yes, I'm ready for my close up, Mr. DeMille, says Snortopoopas. Yes, Sunset Strip. So, The Squaw Man was the first full length feature film shot in Hollywood. Its interracial love story made it commercially successful and its first publicized Hollywood as the home of the U.S. film industry. The continued success of his productions led to the founding of Paramount Pictures with Lasky and Adolph Zukor. His first biblical epic, The Ten Commandments, in 1923, was both a critical and commercial success. It led to Paramount revenue record in it held the Paramount revenue record for 25 years. He also directed The King of Kings, a biography of Jesus, which gained approval for its sensitivity and reached more than 800 million viewers. He also did The Sign of the Cross. It's said to be the first sound film to integrate all aspects of cinematic technique. And Cleopatra, his first film to be nominated for the Academy Award for Best Picture. After more than 30 years in film production, DeMille reached a pinnacle in his career with Samson and Delilah, a biblical epic that became the highest grossing film in the 1950. Along with biblical and historical narratives, he also directed films oriented toward neo-naturalism, which tried to portray the laws of man fighting the forces of nature. He received his first nomination for the Academy Award for Best Director for his circus drama, The Greatest Show on Earth, which won both the Academy Award for Best Picture and the Golden Globe Award for Best Motion Picture Drama. His last and best known film, The Ten Commandments, also a Best Picture Academy Award nominee, is currently the eighth highest grossing film of all time, adjusting for inflation. Cecil B. DeMille, 77 years old when he passed away. And then we have Marion Lorne, known professional. She was an American actress on stage, film, and television. After a career in theater in New York and London, Lorne made her first film in 1951, and for the remainder of her life portrayed small roles in films and television. Her recurring role as Aunt Clara in the comedy series Bewitched between 64 and her death in 1968 brought her widespread recognition, and she posthumously earned an Academy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series. Marion Lorne. Samson made me laugh. Delilah played him like a fiddle. Yes. And yes, Aunt Clara was my favorite character on Bewitched. Yes, I agree. I loved Aunt Clara too. And we have some hellos. Our next person is Erwin Schrodinger, died at 73 years old. He he was a Nobel Prize winning Austrian and naturalized Irish physicist who developed fundamental results in quantum theory. Sometimes I read the science stuff and I don't understand what it says. So if it's wrong, it's Wikipedia's fault because that's the other place where I get my sources for these. And yes, I use Wikipedia because it's the easiest way to get information. He developed the fundamental results in quantum theory. In particular, he is recognized for postulating the Schrodinger equation, an equation that provides a way to calculate the wave function of a system and how it changes dynamically in time. He coined the term quantum entanglement and was the earliest to discuss it, doing so in 1932. Is he the cat? Is he the cat guy? I have to look that up because I kind of thought that, but I wasn't 100% sure. Excuse me. I'll look that up. Let me see. You are correct. I have to write that down here about this. I'm going to put that here. So Schrodinger's cat. So let's look up what it says about Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger's cat is a thought experiment concerning quantum superposition. In the thought experiment, a hypothetical cat may be considered simultaneously both alive and dead while it is unobserved in a closed box, as a result of its fate being linked to the random subatomic event that may or may not occur. This experiment viewed this way, this experiment viewed this way is described as a paradox. This thought experiment was devised by physicist Erwin Schrödinger in 1935 in a discussion with Albert Einstein to illustrate what Schrödinger saw as the problems of the Copenhagen interpretation of quantum mechanics. Oh, okay. We're going to get a little bit sciencey here, everybody. In Schrodinger's original formulation, a cat, a flask of poison, and a radioactive source are placed in a sealed box. If an internal radiation monitor, or for example, a Geiger counter, detects radioactivity, i.e., a single atom decaying, the flask is shattered, releasing the poison which kills the cat. The Copenhagen interpretation implies that after a while, The cat is simultaneously alive and dead. Yet when one looks in the box, one sees the cat either alive or dead, not both alive and dead. This poses the question of when exactly quantum superposition ends and reality resolves it into one possibility or another. Although originally a critique on the Copenhagen interpretation, Schrodinger's seemingly paradoxical thought experiment became part of the foundation of quantum mechanics. Okay, so very, very interesting. The cat thing is a quantum paradox. Yes, I'm going to have to put that in my notes so for next year when I use them. I wonder if the cat's name was Felix or Garfield. Playing down under says it's Sylvester. And and sort of Poopa says to Raymond, it depends on the amount of lasagna involved. I forget I can pop these up. So Tina says, okay, a zombie cat then. I guess it could be both dead and alive if it was a zombie. See, that adds a whole new different aspect to the paradox, does it not? Our next birthday is, let's see, who do we have here? Zerna Sharp, 91 years old. She was an American educator and book editor, best known for as the creator of the Dick and Jane series of beginning readers for elementary school age children. Published by Scott Forsman and Company of Chicago, Illinois, The Readers, which described the activities of fictional siblings Dick, Jane, and Sally, and other characters, were widely used in schools in the United States and many other English speaking countries for nearly 40 years. The series, which included such titles as We Look and See, We Come and Go, We Work and Play, and Fun with Dick and Jane, among others, were marketed until 1973 and used the look say method of teaching reading. So, Zerna Sharp, Fun with Dick and James. And Playing Down Under says, wow, 91, I don't want to live that long. And Gina says, coming soon, Dick and Jane go disco dancing. Spot met Snort. Snort smelled Spot. Spot Snort ate Spot. Yum, 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 yum. Yes. A couple of days ago, we had a man, Centenary, whatever. He was over 100 years old. He was 113 years old when he passed away. And we have a Jane Wyatt, passed away at 96 years old. She was an American actress. She starred in a number of Hollywood films such as Frank Capra's Lost Horizon, but is likely best known for her role as homemaker mother Margaret Anderson on Father Knows Best, and as Amanda Grayson, the human mother of Spock on the science fiction television series Star Trek. She is a three-time Emmy Award winner. Yes, she is very pretty. Yes, Spock's mommy. Spock's mom. Yep. Jane Wyatt passed away at 96 years old. And then our next person is Sidney Bernstein, passed away at 95 years old. He was an American music promoter, talent manager, and author. He changed the American music scene in the 1960s by bringing the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Herman Hermit, the Moody Blues, and the Kinks to America. He was the first impresario to organize rock concerts at sports stadiums. Sid Bernstein passed away at 95 years old. Norris McWhirter passed away at 78 years old, a British writer, political activist, co founder of the Freedom Association, and television presenter. He and his twin brother Ross were known internationally for founding the reference book, the Guinness Book of Records, which was known since 2000 as Guinness World Records, which they wrote and updated annually together between 1955 and 1975. After his brother was assassinated by the Provisional Irish Republic Army, Norris carried on alone as editor. Norris McWhirter, 78 years old. And we have Porter Wagner, passed away at 90 years old. He's an American country music singer known for his flashy, they're called nudie suits because they were decorative rhinestones covered suits designed by Ukrainian American tailor Nudie Cohn. It's not about being naked. And they were known as nudie suits. And suits designed by Manuel Arturo Jose Cuevas Martinez Sr., a Mexican fashion designer best known for the garments he created for prominent rock and roll and country music acts. So very, very fluffy, fancy, glitzy stuff he liked to wear. And yes, a Guinness Stout. Give me Guinness Stout instead of Guinness Records anytime. He was known by his flashy suits and his blonde pompadour. In 67, he introduced singer Dolly Parton on his television show, The Porter Wagner Show. She became part of a well-known vocal duo with him from the late 60s to the early 70s. He is also known as Mr. Grand Old Opry. Wagner charted 81 singles from 54 to 83, and it was elected to the Country Music Hall of Fame in 2002. Porter Wagner passed away at 90 years old. I know, nudie. Yes. Hey, Hannah Bulking, how are you doing? Which side are you on? I hope you are doing well today. What is? Oh, thumbs up with the GG. Awesome. I believe the emote only is off on there. Am I correct? I checked it. Emote. Yes. So Porter Wagner, 90 years old when he passed away. And then our next person is William Goldman, 87 years old when he died. He was an American novelist, playwright, and screenwriter. He first came to prominence in the 50s as a novelist before turning to screenwriting. Among other accolades, Goldman won 2 Academy Awards in both writing categories, once for a Best Original Screenplay for Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and once for Best Adapted Screenplay for All the President's Men. His other well-known works include thriller novels The Marathon Man and his cult classic comedy fantasy novel The Princess Bride, both of which he also adapted for film versions. William Goldman passed away at 87 years old. Oops, I dropped the pen. My poor brain is like all mushy. Then we have George Hamilton, 85 years old, American actor. Hamilton began his film career in 58. He had a debut performance in Crime and Punishment USA in 59, which he won a Golden Globe Award and was nominated for a BAFTA. Yes, The Princess Bride is one of my favorites too. Yes. In 79, he appeared in the surprise hit Love at First Bite, in which he showed a flair for comedy. It was the story of Count Dracula's pursuit of a young Manhattanite model played by Susan St. James. The film included scenes with Dracula and his conquests as they danced to I Love the Nightlight at a disco. The film's box office success created a popularity surge for Hamilton, who also served as its executive producer. Zorro the Gay Blade, which he produced um, next, was not as popular as Love at First Bite, and the film leads dried up quickly. A break came for Hamilton in the 1990 when Francis Ford Coppola cast him as the Corleone family lawyer in The Godfather Part 3. Has often been remarked upon for his perpetual suntan. Bo Derek wrote in her autobiography that there was an ongoing contest between John Derek and George Hamilton as to who had the most tan. And yep, Zorro the Gay Blade and Love at First Bite. And playing down under says, I love this guy, and Once Upon a Crime, it's what I do. Okie doke. And then we have, who do we have next? We have Mark Knop, that's Mark Knopfler, um, 75 years old, a British guitarist, singer, and songwriter and record producer. He was a lead guitarist, singer, and songwriter of the British rock band Dire Straits. The band recorded 6 albums, including Brother in Arms, which was one of the best selling albums in history. After Dire Straits permanently disbanded in '95, he began a solo career and produced 9 solo albums. He has composed and produced film scores for 9 films, including Local Hero, Cow, The Princess Bride, Wag the Dog, and Altamira. He has produced albums for Tina Turner, Bob Dylan, and Randy Newman. Mark Knopfler, 75 years old. And then we have, and I'm going to try really hard to get this last name right, Peter Peter Ostroshko. Peter Ostroshko. They have no phonetic pronunciation. He's an American violinist and mandolist. He performed regularly on the radio program A Prairie Home Companion and with a variety of bands and orchestras in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and nationally. He won a regional Emmy Award for the soundtrack he composed for the documentary series Minnesota, A History of the Land. And Lemon Pie, good morning to you. I hope you are doing well. And Playing Down Under says, coming home. So beautiful. And good morning to you, Lemon Pie. I hope you are doing well today. And we have Lynette Woodard, an American basketball player and former head women's basketball coach at Winthrop University. She played college basketball for the Kansas Jayhawks, became the first female member of the Harlem Globetrotters, and at age 38 began playing as one of the oldest members in the newly formed American Women's Professional Basketball League, the WNBA. She is a member of the Basketball Hall of Fame. And playing down there says, sorry, going home. Please forgive me. You are forgiven. You are forgiven. And we have some hello. So Lynette Woodward, 65 years old today. We also have Pete Sampras, 53 years old, an American former #1 tennis player. His professional career began in 1988 when he was 17 years old and ended at the 2002 U.S. Open, which he won. defeating his longtime rival Andre Agassi. Sampras won 14 major single titles during his career, which was an all-time record at the time of his retirement. The then record was seven Wimbledon wins, two Australian Opens, and a joint Open era record of 5 US Open titles. He won 64 ATP Tour level single titles in total. He first reached the world number one ranking in 1993 and held that position for a total of 286 weeks, the third all time, including an Open era record of 6 consecutive year-end number one rankings from 93 to 98. His precise and powerful serve earned him the nickname Pistol Pete. In 2007, he was inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame. Yes, Sampras and Agassi's rival was epic. It was. You are so true. You are speaking truth. You are speaking truth. And I love this. And we have Takanohana Koji, a Japanese former professional sumo wrestler and coach. He was the 65th man in history to reach sumo's highest rank of Yokozuna, and he won 22 tournament championships between 92 and 2001. That was the sixth highest total ever. He was the son of a popular Ozeki ranked wrestler from the 70s. Takanohana's rise through the ranks alongside his elder brother Wakanohana and his rivalry with the foreign-born Yokozuna Ekbono saw interest in sumo and attendance at tournaments soared during the early 1990s. Takanohana was the youngest ever to reach the top division at just 17 years old, and he set a number of other age-related records. He had a solid but aggressive style, looking to get the right hand grip on the opponent's mawashi and move them quickly out of the ring. I watched some of the videos, and it was, yeah, very aggressive. In his later career, he suffered increasingly from injuries, and he retired in January of 2003 at the age of 30. He became a head coach of Takanohana stable in 2004 and was on the board of directors of the Japan Sumo Association from 2010 until January 2018, when he was removed and demoted in the Sumo Association's hierarchy. He resigned from the Sumo Association in 2018. So, Takanohana Koji, 52 years old, a Japanese sumo wrestler, or former one. And we have Dick McCourt, an English entertainer and presenter. He is 48 years old. He is best known as one half of the comic duo Dick and Dom, with the other being Dominic Dom Wood. He is best known for co-presenting with Dominic Wood in Dick and Dom in the Bungalow. He was also famous for zany games, often played in public places. And some of his other shows, one which I loved was Absolute Genius with Dick and Dom. They also hosted a daytime version of Are You Smarter Than a 10-Year-Old? So Dick McCourt, 48 years old. We have Haley Wickenheiser, 46 years old, a Canadian former ice hockey player. She's a resident physician and assistant general manager for the Toronto Maple Leafs. She was the first woman to play full-time professional men's hockey in a position other than goalie. And we'll read about that a little bit later. In 2003, she became the first woman to score a goal playing in a men's semi-professional league. It was the HC Salamat in Sumo Sarja, Finland's third division league. Over the course of the 2 seasons that she was there, she played 22 games. She scored 1 goal and 3 assists. She was a member of the Canada's women's national hockey team for 23 years. from 94 until announcing her retirement in 2017. She is the team's career points leader with 168 goals, 211 assists, and 276 games. She represented Canada at the Winter Olympics 5 times, capturing four gold and one silver medal, and twice being named tournament MVP. And one time she was at the Summer Olympics in softball and is a 7 time winner of the World Championships. She is tied with teammates Caroline Ouellette and Jana Hefford for the record for the most gold medals of any Canadian Olympian and is widely considered to be the greatest female ice hockey player of all time. On February 20th, 2014, she was elected into the International Olympic Committee's Athletes Commission. In 2019, she was named to the Hockey Hall of Fame in her first year of eligibility. She was also inducted into the IIHF Hall of Fame in 2019 and Canada's Sports Hall of Fame in 2022. So Haley Wickenheiser, 46 years old, a Canadian hockey player. So Haley Wickenheiser, how cool is that? That is our birthdays for today. And oh, we got the memes today, and I almost forgot about them. It's so not important. What celebration is it today? Trying to find the. Oh yeah, right. It's that holiday we don't remember a lot about. It's National Middle Child Day. Let's face it, being the middle child certainly has its disadvantages, right? The middle child has at least one older sibling who gets to do everything first, who is the middle child, and who the middle child somehow has to live up to. But there's also at least one younger sibling who gets all of the attention for being so cute and little. And there left is the middle child, struggling to find themselves without a clearly defined role. I was a middle child. While the complaints and experience of middle children might be brushed off, it is actually important that they are taken a bit more seriously. In fact, middle child syndrome is a recognized concept, and studies about birth order in recent years show that it is believed to have an impact upon various personality traits. Okay, that I'm a middle child. I always joked about being a middle child. And I will tell you, and if my mom is still here, I think this is funny. There was one time I love my mom, and I love this. This just cracks me up. And if I had 3 kids, I would. If my middle child complained about it, I'd probably say this too. I was whining one day, just whining and whining about I'm the middle child. I don't ever get to do anything. Why, mom? I was just being such a butt, such a butt. I had 2 older siblings and 2 younger siblings, and I was like, wah, wah, wah. You never let me do anything. My mom looked me straight in the eyes and she says, if you don't shut up, there's not going to be a middle child. And I looked at her and I went, yes, ma'am. She didn't put up with all that birth order crap and everything. But yep, I'm a middle child. I think it's funny. I read some of these memes and they just make me laugh. So here we go. Middle child memes. Happy Middle Child Day. Oh no, you didn't notice it was Middle Child Day? Of course not. No one ever does. And Bucky says, 3 older sisters, 2 younger brothers, 2 younger sisters, a very middle child here. Yep. And Playing Down says, I am the younger middle child. There were 5 of us. I was snap dap a middle child. And Tina, I'm one of the far superior first children. And Playing Down says, well, Bucky, were your parents really bored? And she goes, apparently. LOL. Okay, now I think this is a planet where she goes, apparently playing down under. Ha ha ha. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, there's the youngest child. Oh, I love you. You're so sweet. You're so cute. Here's the oldest child. Mom, I'm drowning. Help me. Help me. The middle child, nope, just at the bottom of the pool. Not even realizing they're there. Poor middle child. Poor middle child. Oh, you forgot to include the middle child? Huh. Tell me more about loving us all the same. My mom loved us all the same. Just sometimes some were more loved at different times. We all, when you have a lot of kids, the focus sometimes is on one of the kids, and it all evens out at the end. It all evens out at the end. I do think some kids are more demanding. They demand your attention. I won't name which one of our siblings did that, but they know who they are. And if you're listening, you know who you are. But we love you still. When you realize you're now the middle child. Ha ha ha. Big brother, little baby, and the middle brother is really ticked off. Parents, kids, stop arguing. Youngest child, you only give me 90% of what I want. Oldest child, 90%. I rarely get what I want. Middle child, you guys are getting attention? Oh, oh my gosh, that's so funny. I got attention. That's not our family. Oh, so you're the middle child. Must be sad. No one remembers you because of the serial position effect, which is yeah what they talk about. That's okay. I'll make myself known. As a middle child, I learned to ask for things, and I took one time, and I asked my dad if he could be a chaperone on a field trip we were going to, and he said yes. And I talked to my mom later, and in later years, and it was like, yeah, you're the only one that ever asked him to do anything like that. So yeah, cool. So I think being a child, I learned, and they're positive. I think that's a positive thing. So yeah, zero position effect. Oh, bunch of bahooey, bunch of bahooey. Like these are spot on. How parents see their kids: the youngest, the oldest. Do you see the oldest? Do you see what she's doing? Me, bad oldest, getting away with stuff, and then the middle child. Who is the middle child? We have JPRPH. Good morning to you, JP. I hope you are doing good. I will say the youngest in my family did get a lot of attention, but she kind of demanded the attention. I mean, from all of us, from everybody. You 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 gave her attention. Um, just the way her personality was from birth. Um, so yeah, I wouldn't change being the middle child for anything really. Someone doesn't seem to be taking the news so well. Oh. The thing, the oldest will always be the oldest. So there's never any, when a new child is born, there's never any change. There always will always be the oldest. So all us other ones have to make do. One does not simply listen to the middle child. Listen to me. You will listen to me. You will. Please. Middle child, we got a middle child here. Middle child. See, no one cares. No one cares. They don't understand being a middle child is so hard. That's what I was doing to my mom. And she told me to stop it or there would be no middle child. Tina asked, how about Dad Man? Where is he in the family? He has an older sister and he is the youngest. There are only two. So he's the baby. Playing dumb. It's true. Oh. When you're the middle child, but you got all the good genes. Yeah, let's salute the middle kids. Woohoo! Middle kid solidarity here. When I read this one, I had to look at it and I'm like, okay, I get it. When you realize you're the cream in the Oreo, you have the older kid sandwich part and the younger kid sandwich part, and then you're the best part right smack in the middle. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because when you're the middle child, you always get blamed. There was one time that for some reason I was being very quiet. I don't know if I was outside or whatever. Lord of Poopa says it's more like being the lettuce on the cheeseburger. Oh, I was just outside playing by myself. I think I was outside playing in, I don't know, leaves, or I might have been in the house. I really don't remember where I was at. But all I do is I remember my mom coming out and spanking me. And I'm like, what did I do? And she goes, you know what you did. I have no idea to this day what I did. I'm sure, you know, I deserved that spanking at some point, but it was just so funny. And to this, I asked her, I says, Mom, what did I do? And she goes, I don't know. And she goes, she doesn't even remember it. But it was just so funny because I still remember it to this day. I'm like, so there it is. Somebody did something and I got blamed for it. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. But yeah, it happens to everybody, doesn't it? Being the forgotten middle child, most attention I get is getting in trouble. Mm. The amount of times I got a flogging when it wasn't my fault, and sometimes I don't know when I got a. Sometimes I don't know why I got a flogging. That was the only time, and it just was so funny that it was like, "What did I do?" And it just was, "You know what you did," and then and I'm like, I really don't know. Please tell me. Please tell me so I know. I will say I did not get in trouble for stuff that I didn't do. Um, a lot of times it was go figure it out yourself. My parents didn't have, they just lectured us and it went on and on and on and on and on and on. Yep. Hmm. Younger child, show me the real pain. Oldest child, I said the real pain. Middle child, perfection. A lot of times we got sent to our room, which didn't bother me because I just read a book. You punish me, take my books away. Oldest child, I make the rules. Middle child, I'm the reason we have the rules. Youngest child, rules don't apply to me. I think because the time they get to some of those younger kids, they're too tired to care. Whatever you want to do, I don't care. I'm too tired. Just leave me alone. I love this one. Middle child, the one your parents planned for. Finally, National Middle Child Day, and it's the older brother's birthday. Playing down, my younger sister never got a flogging. I can say, I think sometimes they just get too tired by the time the younger one comes here. They're just like, I don't care. I'm too tired. Oh, that sucks. Oldest brother's birthday is on National Middle Child Day. And our last one, the middle child, always overshadowed by his siblings. Oh, oh. Well, it is an hour and 57 minutes into the show, 11:57 in my neck of the woods, which is the East Coast of the United States. And I welcome each and every one of you to the stream. And I hope you enjoyed the birthdays, the puzzle, the celebrations, the memes. That's what we do. And I hope it starts your day or helps your middle part of your day or even your end of the day just be a little bit happier and easier to get through. So thank you guys so much for hanging out here with me. And let's go ahead and check out our poll real quick and let's see how it is going. We have 22 votes. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. We have 12 people watching. How many likes do we have? Thank you guys. That is so cool. We have 19 likes. Oh man, one more like and we would be at 20. That is so cool. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. So anyway, the poll, 22 votes. Crinkle cuts in the lead with wedge and regular in second, and matchstick fries are third with no votes. I don't. The thing with matchstick fries is that it's all crunch, and I do like a little bit of the soft potato. That's why I think I like the crinkle cut because with it being crinkled, you get like a little more surface area that gets a little more crunchy, but you still have that soft potato in the inside. Mmm, mmm. I love French fries. I can't eat them that often, and they've got to be fried in grease. I'm sorry, baked French fries. Well, I'll eat them. They are not. They're not the best. You have to fry them in oil. I'm sorry. And that makes them not as healthy, and that's okay. It's okay to have stuff every once in a while that's not the healthiest for you, I think. So, anyway, French fries, yum. Mm. So let's see what we have in store for us later in this. Whoops, darn it, I did it again. You know, if you don't put it on the screen, you guys can't see it. Did you know that? Well, thank you. Thank you, Playing Down Under. I really appreciate it. So let's look and see what we're doing tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I am going to be building this mini building block set, The Moose. And that's going to be real fun. I'm starting to get down on my supply of my mini ones. I am got them all displayed on my shelves. I need to get another small bookshelf, I think. They fit perfectly in there. Um, but yes, I love my little mini. I got a lot of animals. Beef tallow. What vegetable oil for your fries? Ooh, I'll have to try that. Mmm, yum. So tomorrow I'm going to be building the moose. So you guys come on over and yeah, here's what said beef tallow. And let's see, impromptu build streams can be anytime, hence the word impromptu. You got to follow me on Twix or Threads to find out when those are happening. And make sure you have the notifications hit on my main stream to get any notifications when I stream. So that's called blocking out the boredom. I'm bored, so let's build something. Um, Anytime they can be. Also, my morning musings, what you're watching right now, your daily dose of positivity. For the time being, they're Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. They're puzzles, birthdays, celebrations, and memes that we do, as you all just now experienced, I hope. And I hope you enjoyed it tremendously. If you would like to support me, I am not monetized on YouTube. So you can go to Ko-fi if you'd like to support me. There for monetary donations. The throne is a creator wish list that I have some neat stuff on. I just put some new gifts on there, some different builds and things like that. Fortnite, Lego has some Fortnites um, builds that are pre-order right now, which I'm really looking forward to getting. And JP says crinkle cuts hold salt and ketchup better. I agree. And Tina says, have a great rest of your day, everyone. Let's see what else do we have here. I think we are almost done. Got mail and you like to send it to me, you can send it to me, DadmanWalking55, or Angelo, my youngest, who is a streamer on Twitch at PO Box 26603, Jacksonville, Florida 32226. Also, my streams, youtube.com at Mrs.DadmanWalking55, Twitch at Mrs.DadmanWalking, no punctuation, no number. Any reminders? Twitch is at MDadmanWalking and Threads is at Mrs.DadmanWalking55. I'm working on my Discord. I'm inviting a few people to kind of check it out and give me any suggestions of things about it. And Playing down Lemon Pie says, "Have a good day." And Playing down under says, "I love you all. Take care. You too. You too." And let's check out our poll here. And our poll is ending with 23 votes. Let's see if I got that 20th like. Did I get it? I got 20 likes. Thank you, everybody. 11 people are still watching. We're going to end this poll. And Crinkle Cut is in the lead, the winner. Wedge, Regular Cutter in second, and Matchstick or Julian are third place. Thank you all for voting for that. And JP says, take care. So, on that note, I will say, see you next time. Remember to be kind, show love, that you're not promised tomorrow. So, go to bed each night with no regrets. And most of all, I wish you peace. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods. I hope the rest of your day is wonderful. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.